Catch right there. It's left. He's off to the races.
The grab, touchdown, Philadelphia.
Robinson walks in, touchdown Washington.
And Prescott protected, throws.
And a touchdown from Jackson Dart to little Jordan Humphrey.
Welcome back to the Kings of the East. We're going to get into our Week 14 recaps. Just get straight into it. All the guys lost besides Conce. Luckily, he was on a bye week, or we probably have been talking about 4 losses for. But it's all good. No shade, but shade. Like it. So we'll get right into it. We all dealing with losses. The Commanders lost to the Vikings 31-0. My Cowboys lost to the Lions 44-30. And the Eagles lost in the overtime game to the Chargers 22-19. So we'll go ahead and go from recent to latest and start with the Eagles, who had a primetime game. Mahad, how'd you feel about that matchup, man? Go ahead and start with
Man,
that.
took a tough loss, man. That was a game that hurt, man. That overtime loss hurt. I'm gonna start by highlighting the negatives, and I'm gonna assign blame where I feel like blame should be rightfully assigned. First, the biggest reason we lost this game, Jalen Hurts. Jalen, a reason why some people view him as one of the better quarterbacks in the league is his ability to take care of the football. And now I'm not gonna be like, hey, this interception wasn't his fault. He put the ball in harm's way too much, and you just can't do that. And that's been one of his strong suits in his game. So, do I think that's gonna be something that's sustainable? No, I don't think he'll be a guy that continues to put the ball in harm's way. So yeah, he was the number one reason we lost. Number two, A.J. Brown. When you publicly complain about targets, you're gonna be put under a magnifying glass, and he had a few moments that hurt the team. He dropped the pass, first play of the game. It was a broken play. He turned it upfield. It was in his fingertips. Still a catch AJ got to make. He's made that catch 100 times, so that's something I'd like to see him make. The second one, that pass across the middle, Jalen threw it a little high. He put two hands on it. He wasn't trying to take the hit. Interception. Like that can't happen either. At least you already there. He could have still got hit. That's just a catch, AJ. He's a big body. Like that's what he's supposed to do. And the one that hurt the most, that last possession we had the ball, Jalen arguably threw his best pass of the game, put it right in the bucket. It was a good play by the DB. AJ, I would like him to make that catch. It was a drop, and we had to settle for the field goal. So AJ, I'm not worried about him either, man. He's been playing the best football up until this point. Got to clean that up though. If you asking for the ball, you're gonna get criticized when you lose games like that. And he had a chance to put the game away a couple times, and he didn't. Third, and this low key has been an issue all season. We ain't talked about it because Philly just has had a lot of problems. Jake Elliott, you're the second highest paid kicker in the league, bro. Like you're up there. You used to be a consistent for us, and it's every game he's starting to miss a kick. And he missed two kicks that would have won. One of them would have won us the game. So when you just think about it like that in the playoffs, those couple points that's gonna matter. So. Jake Elliott, he got to clean that up, and that's something that's been happening all year. So I don't even know if that can get fixed at this point in the season. Fourth, coaching, and not Kevin Petula. This is the last thing, bro. Coaching, bro. It ain't KP, it's Nick Sirianni, bro. And I'm gonna just talk with clock management, bro. When you the CEO of the team, bro, like the what you're supposed to do is situational football. That's what he specializes in. Last drive of the game, we got the ball. We trying to milk the clock. We up 19-16, I believe. It's third down. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. He calls a screen pass, and it ends up being an incomplete pass. And it essentially gave the Chargers, who only had one timeout, an extra timeout. And you gave them the 2-minute warning and a timeout with 2 minutes. Like, you just can't do that in the fourth quarter. I'd rather him run it with Saquon, get to the 2-minute warning. They got one timeout to try to go get in field goal range. They kicked the game-time field goal with 17 seconds left. So that was just a misstep in coaching. And he did it right before half, too. So just small things like that can literally cost you the game. When it's a 19-22 game of OT, all of those things can add up. So that's where I'm at with the negatives. Positives, the only positive I'll take out of this is two things. I like the game KP called. I mean, I think it was hidden in the fact that all the turnovers that happened, but like we actually had real route concepts that game. Devontae Smith was running a lot of mesh routes. It was a lot of motions, most motions we ran all season. Like it looked good, and I mean the turnovers made it look ugly. So that's something that I want to see as we get to see these weaker teams is to continue to build on that. And Saquon Barkley, like granted he was getting tough, he was getting the tough yards of 3-4 yards, and then he broke a 52-yard touchdown. Like that was something that we ain't seen since the Giants game. So I'm with Lane Johnson coming back next week. I'm excited to see us lean more on that run. The team we're reeling right now. Like it's put up or shut up time. It's the playoffs. We got some bad teams coming in. These games can't be close. So if you don't, I don't want 3-point wins against the Raiders. I don't want sloppy football. They got to figure out what they got to do. But yeah, those are the positives I take out of the game. But yeah, that's all I got. Okay. What y'all got for me?
Yeah, I agree with you. This game was on Jalen in my opinion. It's just when I'm watching Jalen play, it looks like he's lining up, and before he snaps, he's reading the defense to see if they're in man zone, and whatever he comes up with, it just looks like he already knows who he's going to. It's too scripted. It's not improvised enough. You know, I'm not saying he needs to go out there and play backyard football, but like I'm just used to him just viewing, like especially last year, he just viewed the field a little better, and I don't know what that. Maybe you might know. Something we don't as far as coaching or how he's getting coached this year, but he's not looking at the field well, you know? And like I said, it's all scripted. You just know, like, he's staring people down, and he's not really using his legs as much as I would like him to. You know what I'm saying? I'm being neutral right now. My season's over, so I don't even care.
No, I agree with that, though.
Yeah.
I think he only had 8 yards on the ground, I believe.
Yeah, he has to get back. He has to get back to that. Don't be perfect. You know what I'm saying? When you overthinking it, this is like he's overthinking it. Like I don't know if the media's getting to his head or what, but it's too scripted, you know. So
he needs to relax.
Yeah. With that being said, though, he still had you on the game, you know. And like you said, he threw a dot to AJ Brown. AJ got to catch that. That's game. That's what you get paid for. That's what you've been wanting. You want those moments, and you know what I'm saying, you drop the ball. But I think it was good seeing Saquon break for that rush touchdown as well. I think you guys need to just lean into the run. Yeah. Even though it ain't working, just lean into the run. He'll as a Giants fan, I'm telling you, he'll break one. let him touch the ball 20, 25 times, he'll break one. So I think you guys y'all in good shape, man. Y'all in good shape. I don't think it's too bad. I think the media's kind of hyping it a little bit. It's getting close to playoff time, so everything's getting amplified. But I think you guys are definitely y'all all right. Especially that defense. The defense is good though. Defense is good. What's his name? Davis.
Jordan Davis, yeah.
Jordan Davis, yeah, he one of them for sure. And then
Jalen
Carter was
great, better than Jalen Carter this year.
Without Jalen Carter in the game, they look great. But that's all I got. I think you guys are in good shape. But Jalen Hurts, he needs to just go back to just having fun. That's what it looks like. Just go back to having fun.
Yeah, and before y'all go, Avery and Ryan, I agree with that, Conte. I think we are trying to. I don't know if it's the media. I don't know if it's KP getting to his head. We try to play offense like Jalen Hurts is a Joe Burrow, a Josh Allen. Like, that's not what he does. We don't need Jalen Hurts throwing 30 times. We need Jalen Hurts playing point guard. I need RPOs. I need slants. I need rhythm plays. Like, I don't need him dropping back 35 passes. It's only 1 or 2, 3 quarterbacks in the league that's winning like that. That's not a sustainable way to win. I think we need to get back to being dominant in the run game first.
Yeah, it almost felt like your OC kind of like wasn't used to y'all being able to run the ball, and he stopped calling it like when it was working, and then he kept going to the pass. Like you said, you don't need Hurts to do that for you when you can run the ball. It's like he forgot, like, damn, Saquon actually is toting today. I can give him the ball, but he kept throwing the ball. It's like, so I agree with you. I agree with you, Mahad, and I agree to with Conte's point too on Hurts, with not seeing the field well, and to that point, I think he just still playing to lose. Like Conte said, like he's going out there and it's just looking too scripted. Like, I'm just going to go with what read I know is going to be open most of the time because that's what we practice type. Like, instead of rolling out, trying to take chances or run or whatever, it was just playing too safe for real. But he did make some throws that could have kept y'all in the game, like y'all said. I was on AJ Brown for sure, but like Mahal said, I think that was just a play, man. Like, he was on it. it was a beautiful throw and everything. But defender, he was right there to make the play. So gotta give him some credit too. But yeah, y'all defense definitely looked straight for sure. I don't know if it looked overly OC because their line was kind of hurt, haggled, but they look good regardless. It don't matter. So they probably gonna look even better against the Raiders this week. And yeah, you don't really got too many problems on that side of the ball. But like we've been saying the whole year, like we still gotta question your offense and figure out how y'all gonna get that together. But you definitely showed some bright spots throughout the game, so can't be too mad. Yeah. What you think, Ron?
My biggest thing about the Eagles, I mean, man, how mad can you be? You know, you just coming off a Super Bowl. It's just a lot of work that needs to be done in the off season, this upcoming off season for you guys to get back to what you were. And I was having a conversation with an Eagles fan about the dominance and the amount of guys that you guys had in the past. Like the depth was insane. Like I talked about earlier in the year, I looked at the Eagles as a juggernaut, like somebody who just couldn't be beat. And like the blueprint of how you want to build the team. I still feel that way, 110%. But this is just a true showing of a team that has an identity, but they don't have the type of players in order to maintain that identity. As far as running the ball, I think the pieces that you lost in the offensive line were bigger than mentioned. I just think, going into the playoffs this year, I think you guys are going to lock up the NFC East. You just need 2 more wins to do that. I think they're going to lock up the NFC East, but as far as like getting past in the first round and things, I'm not really sure if the Eagles have enough to win a playoff game this year. But it is what it is. You just won a Super Bowl. It's just time to not even go back to the drawing board. Just got to improve on the areas that you guys didn't improve on in this offseason.
No, I agree for the most part, but my whole thing is like after we won the Super Bowl in 17, I was like, man, I'm cool at 18, it's whatever, like our roster's old, it's whatever, bro. But these guys are all in their prime. We are too talented of a team to not every year be like focused on going for the bowl and like just being content, like, hey, we'll get back to the bro, no, because Seahawks thought they were like that for the longest, and that Super Bowl window closed. The Detroit Lions, their Super Bowl window, it looks like it's closing. Like when you have all these players under contract and you got a defense all under rookie contract, like you got to go for it every year. And this is a year like where both conferences, bro, like I think any team can go to the Super Bowl. Like this is a year where it's like it ain't no, oh, this team is clear cut. Like when they get in, nobody's beating them. Like you knew every year for the last 6 years, you knew the Chiefs were going to be in the AFC chip. There's no team like that this year. Like the 7th seed, it could be the Seahawks, and they could be representing the Super Bowl. So I just get to the playoffs, clean your game up, bro, and whenever you get there, anything can happen. That's how you gotta view it at this point in the season.
But my thing about the roster and everything, and like this is the window to win the Super Bowl. I mean, I love Jalen Hurts. I don't think you guys have the type of quarterback that's gonna win you consecutive Super Bowls. And like he's gonna will you to these Super Bowls when other things aren't working out. I feel like guys who do that, the dynasties, the Tom Brady's, the Patrick Mahomes, there's not many of them. They won in different ways. You know what I mean? And I don't think the Eagles are built that way. I thought the Eagles were built in a way of like having a dominant roster. Patriots and Chiefs never really had dominant rosters. They just had the right guy at quarterback that can win games in those pivotal times. And I just don't think Jalen Hurts is that type of quarterback.
You know what they had? They had dominant defenses. That's what they had.
What does Jalen Hurts have?
A dominant defense. That's why I think they could, like, literally all those quarterbacks, what they're good at is game management. Like, protecting the football. Like, if you can protect the football and you play high-level defense, you can win any game in the playoffs.
Yeah, you say score points.
You got to put up more than 21 points a game.
Yeah.
Too, all those quarterbacks do way more than that. None of them quarterbacks was bottom 10 in offense.
I would have to go back and look at that. I know the Patriots won a lot of low-scoring games in the playoffs.
Yeah, maybe playoffs, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
But you got to get to the playoffs, so that's the point.
Going there. We not going to the play. We'll talk about that in the next episode. We going to the playoffs.
Okay. All right. But no, I'm kind of with Ryan. I think it's a little bit on the quarterback, but I also think it's a little bit about the trenches too. Like you said, like y'all lost some guys in defense trenches and offensive trenches. So that's kind of showing. And a lot of those teams that you named from the past, they showed continuity in their trenches and didn't really trade away those guys and stuff. They kept them. And that's what kind of helped them win Super Bowls too, year by year. And I think that's what's making it hard for y'all this year, and what made it easier for Jalen last year because he had the best offensive line and the best defensive line. Can't really go wrong with that. So I think that's really the biggest difference. Like Ryan was saying, that wasn't mentioned too much, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna see what ends up happening, and we'll get into the next matchup, which is the Cowboys and Lions. I'll go ahead and get mine out the way. We didn't look too good. We didn't look too good, man. It was a Thursday night game. It was our third game in 17 days. Not making no excuses, just throwing that out there. And maybe that's why they look so flat. I'm telling you, man, the first two. Dang, I can't say that.
I just laugh. You funny, bro.
No, I'm talking about Ryan. He know what I'm talking.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah, bro. 3 games. No, I was gonna make a point. I was just saying, I don't know, like my team, they just look so flat out there, and I don't know if it was because they just played 3 games in 17 days, or if they just really just got out physical. Because the Lions clearly looked like the more prep team and just wanted to like out dominate them. They didn't really care who was out there, backups and all that. Everybody played to the same level. It really didn't matter who the name on the back of the jersey was. And I don't know. I enjoyed watching the Lions. I'm not gonna lie. Like their team just looked like they wanted to win more than us. So I don't know what it was, but my offense, it didn't look too bad. We made a few mistakes here and there. We lost CD. Not really going to get into the offense too much. They put up 30. Not too mad at them. Getting on the defensive side, defense, we stopped. They didn't really have to run the ball that much. Like I told y'all before the game, I felt like they was going to pass a lot, even if they had St. Brown out or if he was playing, honestly. Because I don't know. It's just we've been stopping the run lately, so I felt like teams weren't going to keep trying that. And you saw that they were using Gibbs in multiple ways. They kept throwing it to him and kind of running out the play action, throwing it to him and all that. So, and yeah, we got out coached on the defensive side for sure. Because play calling was good. They were driving down on us. We made some stops, made them cause a couple field goals, but yeah, it just wasn't enough. And yeah, our run is over. Y'all see, I don't got my cowboy hat no more. I was gonna keep wearing it if we was gonna keep winning. I'm telling you, but it is what it is. All right, that E still not next to our name, so I'm not really tripping. I'm gonna keep hope alive for the season. If it ends this week or next week, it is what it is. But I just hope my team keeps fighting. I think we got the coach that's gonna put them at that level to keep fighting for the rest of the season. Hopefully, we win out. We're gonna see. But what y'all got for me as far as
Yeah, so I saw on Hard Knocks exactly what I thought about the Cowboys. Schottenheimer stopped practice in the middle of practice. Guys were looking like real loose and as if they just arrived in a sense. So I think that's been the issue with the Cowboys for some time. They do good and then it's like, okay, we've done enough, so we're here. And that's not the brand that you're not the 90s brand. You're not the Cowboys that can just show up and win Super Bowls anymore. And I think he's trying to get that out of the guys. But I don't know. I think it's a little too little too late. Like I keep talking about, like with the games from earlier this year, with the losses, I think those are coming back to bite you. But as far as the Cowboys as a whole, I think really, really good roster, especially with adding in Quentin Williams. So it's going to be exciting to see what they're looking like for years to come. But for the most part, this year is over for them.
Okay.
A month ago, brother.
We're going to see. No, I do feel what you're saying as far as Shotty getting him back on track after those 3 wins in a row. But I can't be mad at them for feeling good because I don't know. I think a lot of the excitement comes from the defense just looking better, bro. You all gotta understand, we went through 10 weeks of hell. Straight defense that was ass, bro. Not to say they looked amazing when we went 3-0, but you can tell the team is just feeling better because, like, damn, we can finally get a stop. Like, it's not like we gotta get in shootouts every fucking game, whatnot. So I don't know. I feel like that's where a lot of the excitement came from. But I'm with you. I'm glad he got him down, like, and he noticed that. What you got, Concert?
Go ahead, Conte.
Yeah, I think you guys you dropped 30 on them, but you need to make a couple more stops. Also, Dak had 2 interceptions. Can't turn the ball over. I don't think you guys got any turnovers on them, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm looking at the stats right now. They didn't run crazy. Like Gibbs had 43 yards, Montgomery had 60 yards, but through the air, Jameson had 96, St. Brown had 92, Gibbs had 77. Like, that pass defense is a little shaky. But we knew that though. Just if y'all could maybe get a couple of turnovers, and maybe it would have been a little different. But y'all played y'all game, right? Y'all dropped 30. You know what I'm saying? They just did their game as well. They dropped more. Really, that's how that game's supposed to go. Both of y'all are supposed to go high scoring, and whoever can get a stop, which was them, was gonna win the game.
Yes, but I don't see us losing.
This game is this week, right? The Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Vikings Sunday night. Yep.
Cowboys, bro. Like, it's the same thing, bro. That offense got to play perfect for them to win, and there's no room for error with that defense. And even with the improvements, like, you can't lose the turnover battle 3-0. I think, you only turn over one time. It's probably 44, 42 type of game. Like, Dallas offense can score with the best of them. That's no doubt. Detroit's can too. So, Detroit's defense, they injured, but they just put up a little bit more of a fight, and they're opportunistic. They took advantage of the moments. That Jake Ferguson fumble that hurt early.
Yep.
It's just like Dallas got to play perfect, and obviously CeeDee Lamb going down, that hurt. He was having a game, and George Pickens didn't step up in the moments that he needed to step up. It happens. I think Sherman went down a little hard on him. I don't think it was that necessary, but it happens. He had a bad game. Dallas is a very talented team who, if they make the right moves this offseason, can be a real threat to win it all next year. And that's coming from an Eagles fan. But this year,
That's real shit.
They just don't got enough this year.
Okay. I respect it all. We'll move into the last matchup. It was a tough one, man. We got the Commanders that played the Vikings, and they lost 31-0. So, Ryan, go ahead and tell us about the recap, man.
Bad, man. Just flat out bad. Honestly, the energy is like, it's a little, I don't know. Like, it's extremely bad. As far as how the guys are just looking, like their body language and everything. And being at the game, like being down, like by where they're warming up and everything, like it's no type of juice. No juice, no energy, like nothing. You know what I mean? It was crazy. It was real quiet in there. Typically, you got the music playing. You out there, you warming up, and you getting there with the guys. Mind you, I was sitting behind the defensive line warming up, practicing and everything. I ain't hit not one person. So that right there really made me believe, like, yeah, these guys are like out of it. And they're ready to like just get out of here. You know what I mean? I think it's a real bad look to Dan Quinn and his leadership. I don't question his leadership or anything, but it does hurt to see how dry the team is right now, despite of the situation that we're in. Throughout the game, you could see certain guys like a Jacob Martin or Bobby Wagner or something, kind of trying to fire some guys up and everything. But for the most part, man, that was the energy throughout the game. I think the Jay and Daniels benching was a little more personal than what people are really considering. The way he really looked in that game, it really made me feel, and the fact that Dan Quinn came out and said he could have got back in. And he told that, it was a choice for us to keep him out. Jaden is playing as if he's playing a bit careless, a bit too cool. And I don't think Dan Quinn really likes it. I don't think AP really likes it because that could be a tragedy for him and the future of the team. So, in a nutshell, man, we're in a bad spot as far as, guys keeping their jobs. I'm talking about players and coaches. But if you a mock draft fan, I know people are pretty happy about where we are as far as the type of picks that we could get and everything. But I'm just looking forward to a new opportunity to kind of just revamp the team. It's going to be a huge restructure. It's a lot of guys that are in jerseys right now are not going to be in jerseys next year. So yeah, it's gonna be a totally different team. Totally different team.
Okay. So nothing on the Vikings game at all. I feel you.
Hey, what is there to talk about other than what I said? I mean, it's bad.
Okay. No, I feel it. Okay. All right. Well, anybody got anything for Ron?
Man, it just looks sad, man. Watching Hard Knocks, I just look like somebody's aunt died. It's all bad vibes.
Nah, the Ertz shit was sad.
Yeah, I'm about to say I hate how y'all let my man Ertz go out, man. That was sad to see.
That could have been AJ Brown too, though.
It could have, but it definitely could have. But the linebacker ain't go low. But that was a crazy throw, bro. Like Mariota was wild for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, to talk about the Commanders, dog. Like, I think that whole we lost, but we not lost. That shit don't mean nothing. Because y'all look horrible. Like, it look like a team that's giving up, like you said. And yeah, I just think benching Jaden was the right thing. I don't think it was solely on Jaden's play. I think that was a factor, but I just think they see that what's around them, and like it's not a team where your franchise player needs to be playing right now because something catastrophic could happen. So I think they should have bended that. I think they got lucky for him not getting even more hurt, but I think we saw the last of Jaden Daniels this year. I think he has the injury to lean on, but this offseason is a big offseason for him, and he'll be under a microscope next year. So we'll see how he responds.
Huge microscope.
Yeah, for sure. He shouldn't have been out there in the first place. But I'm glad he got benched just for any other reason. He could have got more hurt, like Maha said. But as far as the game, man, I mean, it was bad overall. Like you said, I just think the team, they kind of just checked out. They chalked it to the injuries, I feel like, and then not having a quarterback for most of the season, and then not having their wide receiver 1 for most of the season, and then the wide receiver 2 wasn't out for certain games. So, like you said, I think they kind of done with this year. But definitely look forward.
No, go ahead.
Definitely look forward to the off season from y'all. Us and y'all. We got a game. We're gonna talk about that later. But,
vacations is booked in Washington. Everybody got their all season vacation.
I will say I am surprised that they've checked out though. Mainly only because that was their first game with everybody there. I know they've been talking about not having Noah Brown and Debo and Terry all on the field at once. So I'm thinking, they would come out there with some, we got our guys, whoop, like let's get it, but it wasn't that at all. So I also
think the letdown of that Broncos game was like you could tell that was still with them, because the defense was playing much better against the Broncos than they did against. Like J.J. McCarthy has easily been the worst quarterback in the league. And
they made him look good.
He looked competent. He might be able to go into the offseason like, hey, we might have something with him just off if he puts a couple games together. But they're checked out, and that's sad for Dan Quinn because I don't think it's fair because he's getting a lot of criticism. But I just think he didn't have a good hand dealt to him this year.
How much do you think that injury played into Jaden's play? Or you don't think it really meant
pass game?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Well, you talking about for this game?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the injury, not as far as the pain or anything. I think the time off impacted him more than anything. The lack of continuity with the receivers. I think everybody's rusty. That was the first time the first offense played together all season. And that's in week 15. But even still, you got guys, you got veterans. My favorite thing to say with my $30 million man, you can't be rusty. You know what I mean? So it's like the team should have looked better, hands down. Like without a doubt, they should have looked better. They should have been more prepared. But as far as like for Jaden, I mean, I think you'll be crazy to say the injuries haven't impacted his play, and it's the lack of being on the field, lack of playing with a consistent receiver group. He hasn't played with a consistent receiver group literally this whole season. So, yeah, it's definitely rough.
I think he's gonna get masked and lucky. Honestly, lucky he could fall on this injury thing, but Jaden Daniel has not looked like Jaden Daniels of last year in any game this season. So I think we can all agree to that. Granted, there are different variations, but
he has shown that. What you mean?
Huh?
He has shown things from the past in the 5 games he's played.
I can't remember a game this year where he's had a great game.
The Chicago game, which we call a bad game, he had 3 touchdowns. And could have ended the game and had a pass could have ended the game, but he fumbles a handoff. You got the Chargers game. At the time, the top 5 defense, he went out and beat them. Like, I mean, in the other 3 games, he got hurt in.
No, I'm saying, though, Jaden Daniels was looking like an MVP top 5 quarterback last year. Right?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
He has not looked like that. He had decent games. That Bears game, if I remember, that was the most passes he threw this season. He didn't have a good completion percentage, and he did have the game losing turnovers.
I was about to say. Mm-hmm.
Like, so that can't. I'm not going to consider that a good game from him. That last year would have been probably one of his worst games if you would have stacked it up with all the games.
I mean, we listed that as one of his worst games. I mean, but my thing is, like, in those games that I'm naming, he don't have his number 1 receiver. And it's like, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I said injuries played a factor to it, but it's also fair to say that he's regressed some bit. And that doesn't mean it's going to be forever. That doesn't mean he's going to be trash, but there was a regression this season.
I mean, I just feel like that's easy to say due to the injuries. You can't say, oh, I do believe the injuries impacted, but yeah, he has regressed.
Yeah, the same with C.J. Stroud last year. He regressed, but it was also injuries to his O-line. It was a lot of factors, but his play regressed. And coming into year 3, he'll have a chance to.
Was he hurt?
Who?
C.J. Stroud.
I remember.
I can't remember.
C.J. Stroud wasn't hurt.
But if you out there, you're not hurt. I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you still saying when Jaden's out there, you still talking about what he has around him. So that's what he's saying about CJ. He didn't, yeah.
Yeah, regardless, I mean, everybody plays her. And I'm not saying Jaden's bad. I'm saying he regressed this season. Like, whatever the factors were, his play regressed. And we didn't get to see it at a greater sample size where he could have righted his wrong or he could have made it worse. So, coming into this year, he does have the injury to fall back on, hey, year 2. I didn't play good when y'all did see me, but I also got hurt and missed a lot of games. So, year 2's a wash. Coming into year 3, there will be a microscope to see if he can regain that year 1 play or is Jaden Daniels going to be a consistent quarterback. So, that's all.
Yeah, no, that's how it goes. All right. Well, those are Week 14 recaps. We're going to get into the Week 15 matchups for the NFC East. And we'll go ahead and start with Conte. Conte and them had the bye week last week. Now they got the toilet bowl this week and play the Commanders. So, what you think about that matchup? How y'all gonna get the dub or the L if you're tanking?
Yeah, like you said, it's a toilet bowl, man. For y'all that don't know, Giants and Commanders, when we both suck, it's probably gonna be game of the week. All right. Marcus Mariota being in though, it might. I don't know. I think we get this dub. I think we just got more guys on the field than them. We're getting Jackson Dart. He's the best quarterback on the field, so I like us with that. And defensive line, I think Kayvon should be coming back. Abdul Carter, he's been in a lot of talks lately.
He want to come to Philly.
I think Abdul needs to lock in a little bit.
Rookie year.
Brian Burns, Dex Lawrence. I think we got the better defensive line. I think we got the better quarterback. I don't know. Like you said, off of what I just saw last week, that team looks checked out. I think our team, we don't look as checked out. We still got fight in us. I just think we split this series against them. I don't really. I want to. Okay. How do I say that? We don't. It's hard to though. Like, bro, we got the number 1 overall pick, bro. Like, can't say shit.
Yeah, in a pretty bad situation.
Yeah, like we not in no better situation than them, but it's gonna be a fun entertaining game. Tune in, man. The toilet bowl is always fun. But I got us winning. Well, what you got, Ryan?
Is this in Washington or New York?
It's in New York.
Okay.
It's in New York.
MetLife.
Yeah.
Good game for Jaden to sit.
Yeah, great game for Jaden to sit.
It's a game. The next game on the schedule. Yeah.
I wish your man's was playing though. I wish your man's was playing.
You was telling us all season you can't wait to see Dart. You don't got nothing. You ain't got nothing to say.
Bro, Dart can go out there and score 400 points, bro. Like listen. I think Dart is going to take advantage of. He is going to take advantage of the areas where we're lacking. You just don't know what type of team you're going to get, though, man. Like, one second you get in a team that's going to fight, and the next second you get in a team that's just going to lay down. So, what we did to give up everything that we did against a guy like J.J. McCarthy, I don't see us putting up a fight against a Jackson Dart. The only reason I see us putting up a fight is the fact that it's division, if that still matters to them at this point. But, outside of that, we haven't been getting to the pass so well. We still aren't forcing turnovers. So, defensively, it's just not there. And then offensively, I think we're going to be consistent on the offensive side of the ball, which is a reason why I do feel like we might win it, just because the simple fact that we got a guy in Mariota that's going to come in and just do what he can. I don't see the Giants defense as a defense that I think the games that the Giants are going to win them. The Giants defensive line is going to win them games. I think those games are over. They don't care anymore either. Dexter Lawrence does not care. He doesn't want to be there. So, I think it's the game where Mariota could come out, kind of get his foot in the bid and, try to get another contract either as a starter somewhere or another backup contract. So, I still will have us winning just to the simple fact that it's Giants Commanders. But, I don't know. It's going to be – it's not going to be a fun one to watch at all. Not for me.
I ain't get a score prediction from either though.
So when teams get blown out like they got blown out, I think the next week they always come out and fight. So I definitely think it's going to be a close one.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, and then like we don't have Justin Jefferson or T.J. Hawkinson and
you don't need them against them DBs though. You got Wan'Dale Robinson.
Darius Slade, right? But I don't think there's not the guys that they got to worry about. Like they can hone in. Like I think 3 of their tight ends scored touchdowns last week for the Vikings. Like Theo Johnson, that's probably our. Him and Wan'Dale are like our guys for real. Like Darius, he comes in every now and then, but these aren't guys that they can't cover. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna be a close game. I'm gonna say 24-27. Somebody gonna make a game-winning field goal. That's all I got.
Okay, I can see it. You got a score prediction, Ryan?
27-24.
Okay, y'all got the same score.
Who's winning?
He said, "Man,
I don't want to win. He don't want to win." But I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna say the Giants. I'm gonna say Giants.
Right?
I said Commanders gonna win. I feel like Mariota gonna win it.
Okay.
And then the questions are gonna start. Like, does Dan Quinn like Mariota more than Jaden Daniels?
Sorry,
That ain't. I'm not in Philly. That ain't happening. In Philly, that'll happen. That's not happening in Washington.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that Philly game then.
This is the first game that I can go in where I don't feel a little nervous. Not even a little bit nervous.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. It's the first game in a long time. Now, come on, son. Y'all been seeing our schedule, bro. Every week we got a team. So this is the first time, besides the Giants, even the last time I felt like that was the Giants, probably that first game, and we got drugs. So I ain't going to sit here and act like it's guaranteed for us to win that game, but it is a guarantee for us to win this game. And we need to win it. This ain't a game where we just need to get the W. We need to win with style. Like, it got to be a signature ass whooping. Like, it can't be I don't want no last-minute field goal. I don't want a fourth-quarter drive. I want this game over. Third quarter, Tanner McKee's getting playing time. Like, that's the type of game this kind of has to be for us to just get going in the right way. Like I said, we got a lot of bad teams we're about to play in the next 4 weeks. And we need to take advantage of that. We need to tune our offense up. We need to get ready. And this is a new offense we had against the Chargers, and that was a damn good defense we played, and they tested us. So we need to get comfortable with some bad defenses and figure out if we're going to stick with that or get back to leaning to the run. But regardless, yeah, I got Philly. I got us winning this game 27-3.
Y'all can't get 30?
I'm not. I don't know if we'll get 30. We got 27-3. It could be that type of game. Only reason why I say I don't know if we get 30, I think we're gonna be toting this game. I think it's gonna be a heavy run game, and that's the clock just goes too fast with that. So, 27. I'm cool with that, man. Give me 27-3, man. Another shutout from my defense. Kenny Pickett, we about to play him. It's gonna be some turnovers. I'm excited about that because Geno Smith would have made me a little nervous because he can air it out still. Like he'll have them one-off games or he'll get 380, but
I ain't hear none of this when we played them. They was
I didn't say they
ass and all
win.
this shit. Now he can air it
I didn't say
out.
they had. Didn't he have like
I'm
3-something on
telling
y'all?
you, man. No, keep going,
He had 3-something on y'all.
Keep bigging them up. Keep going.
I'm not bigging them up. I just said 27-3. You bigged them up after y'all lost or after y'all played them. I'm not doing that. When I get on here for my recap, I'm gonna talk about how shitty they is. Hopefully. But
hopefully.
But yeah, I think this is a safe win. We back at that 1 o'clock slot, back in the link. This should be a joy for the fans. So I'm excited for us to right our wrongs from last week.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be a statement one for you guys. I think pretty easy. I don't see them giving y'all any trouble, especially with that defense. I don't think y'all offense even needs to score 27 points. I think they'll get like 13 points. I see them with a touchdown and 2 field goals. And then, like you said, I think y'all going to be toting this game. Saquon's going to have himself a day. Jalen Hurts, I think he has a cool day. I think after those 4 turnovers from last week, I think he has a chill day. He ain't gonna try too much. So yeah, I definitely see Saquon having a big day. But yeah, easy win for y'all.
Shit, I think the opposite. I feel like this is the game for him to try it. You know, like test people down the field, show that you can, you don't gotta just settle and play safe. Like I think this is one of those games he can open the offense up in that way and get, like you said, their run defense sucks, so Saquon probably get going, but I think they should take more shots down the field and just let loose on offense this game and see what they got for real, because it's just less risk on their offensive side because Kenny Pickett's starting. It's not Geno Smith. So you don't really got to worry about, like, if you go 3 and out, you're not tripping. Like, you're getting the ball right back. So let's take some chances, man. But, yeah, the Eagles, I think they're going to win this game easily. I don't know what the score going to be, but I hope it's going to be a good game just so Mahal can sweat a little bit about his playoff chances. But I don't think it's going to go like that. So, yeah, Eagles W for sure. For sure. What you got, Ron?
Yeah, I think the Eagles are going to win this game. I just don't think I think the Raiders know that they're not a good football team. I feel like Pete Carroll literally said that in a press conference before. They know they're not a good football team. They don't have their starting quarterback. It's a guy they have some familiarity with Kenny Pickett. So I don't think they're going to allow Kenny Pickett to beat them. So it's not going to be one of those little storybook stories. The Eagles need this win. Without a doubt, they need this win. So I think the Eagles are going to win this in a landslide, honestly. And I'd say I'll give it a 31-14 win.
30. There we go. That's what I like to hear, man. All right. Well, we'll end it off with the last game, our Cowboys against the Vikings. We got a big one. J.J. McCarthy, he's feeling himself, He just beat the Manders, shut him out, put up 30, you know what I'm saying, after he's been a meme for the last month or so. So, I don't know. I don't know. It might be another get-right game for him, so we'll see. But we got Justin Jefferson coming in town, so that's going to be a big one. He's been pretty quiet over the last month or so we could be his get-right game as well. So, season, yeah, no bullshit. I was just trying to be respectful. But yeah, he's been quiet, so I don't know. A lot of players and teams tend to wake up when they play us, so I'm just hoping we can calm them back down to being that ass team that we thought they were before they played the Manders, and we can just wipe the floor with them. Because their defense actually is all right. It's not bad at all. So I'm not saying Dak and them going like go out there and play pitch and catch. I don't think it's gonna go like that. But I do think we still put up around 28. And as far as my defense against their offense, that's my worries. Hated the linebacker play from last week. Didn't love the front four from last week either. They really didn't get too much pressure. Um, and yeah, my DBs, they didn't show too much either. So I'm hoping to see better weeks out of all three levels of my defense. So we can get this dub, man. But yeah, as far as their offense, I can see them putting up 17, hopefully. And I'm gonna say we win by 11, 28-17. So yeah, what y'all got for me?
It's a game the Cowboys should win. Playoffs. I mean, playoff hopes are still alive. So I mean, Vikings is pretty much out. I think they are eliminated. It's a good defense still. Brian Flores, they fly around. So it's not going to be no. If you come in there thinking it's sweet, they can easily win that game. But I think the sense of urgency after that Lions game, I think Dallas is going to respond, and I think you guys win this game comfortably. So yeah,
Okay.
I think it's a win for y'all.
Okay. What about y'all?
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
Vikings. Yeah, I think Vikings get this dub. I think coming off of last week, they got their starting quarterback back. I think they have a little confidence to them. They're about to go against a Dallas team where secondary isn't. We all know how that secondary look. And Justin Jefferson, he's due for a day. He hasn't scored in 5 games. Last game he had, I think, 11 yards. The game before that he had 2 or something like that. Against his defense, I think he's gonna have himself a day. Yeah, I think they're gonna shock y'all. I think they get a
You can see it.
28-24 win. And yeah, they shock y'all, and I think y'all season done after this game.
Sheesh. Okay. We gonna see.
Hey,
What about you, Ron?
I actually forgot, and I thought about I forgot Eberflus is y'all defensive coordinator. One thing that Brian Flores did really well against us was really exploiting our weaknesses. I think Kevin O'Connell's history with going against a Matt Eberflus defense, I think he's going to try to attack some of those same areas that he would attack the Bears from the recent past. So, yeah, I was pretty confident about the Cowboys winning this game, but Conte made some good points. My only thing is I'm not real sold on McCarthy. I mean, the Commanders' defense is ass. It's like they went out there and they just straight mopped the floor, and that's with Justin Jefferson having 11 yards. Like, when are you ever gonna put up 31 points and Justin Jefferson got 11 yards? You just played a team that ain't want to be out there, bro. So, I don't know. I don't know if the Cowboys defense is that bad to the point where J.J. McCarthy could just turn up on them like that.
Yeah.
But with his legs, I think this could be a game similar to that first Bears game where he really affected the game with his legs. So, yeah, it's going to be a pretty good game. I don't see the Cowboys scoring over 30 points. I think the Brian Flores defense is pretty good, and I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is playing or not. I doubt he is.
He's getting through concussion protocol. Yeah.
Oh, he's in. Oh, yeah, he's not. Yeah, He's not gonna play.
No.
But yeah,
well, the coach Shoddy, he just said that he's working through it. He's trending toward playing.
Yeah. Well,
That's what
I mean, yeah. I don't know. They don't play with the concussions, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump out on a whim. I'm gonna say the Vikings go ahead and win this game. People started it's JJ McCarthy on Sunday Night Football. The league was trying to push that narrative early in the year. They're gonna try to continue to push that narrative. So I'm gonna say Vikings gonna win this game to like a 27-24, 27-21 type of game.
Yeah.
Okay. Before I let you go, Mahar, y'all think George Pickens bounced back from last week? From pretty much being called a lazy, lackadaisical player out there for the most part? What y'all think about that?
I think Brian Flores is going to try to expose that. They're going to force them to throw him the ball. That's going to be exciting. Ooh, this game going to be good.
Yeah, I think if he's out there without CD, I think they're gonna do their best to take him out the game. It'll be a tough game for him. Like I said, that's one of the better secondaries at playing together. They don't have an individual guy that's like, hey, that's Pat Surtain, but they got a good group of guys that play
Yeah, they're a
together.
good unit.
And yeah, I think they'll do a good job trying to bracket him. But hey, they play a lot of man, so Dak is gonna give him opportunity. So we'll see. But yeah, I don't think he'll have a game like he did last, where it just didn't look like he was trying. I think he'll come out there motivated to try to shut people up, because I mean it is a contract year for him, and these type of games will come back when it's for negotiation time.
That's true. Especially if you stack games like that, back to back,
Yeah.
that's not going to look good. So, yeah, I see him
I
bouncing
think
back
he'll
too.
he's good. He's a good receiver. I don't know why people are so down on talking about Pittsburgh Pickens is back. Nah.
Yeah, it's one game, bro. But I was upset for what I saw, but I haven't seen it enough to be like pounding that tape. Like, it's not that serious to me. All right. All right. Well, that's a wrap for our NFC East matchups for Week 15. Next, we got some hot topics we want to go over with y'all. It's been buzzing around. We got old man Phillip Rivers coming to the Colts. And I want to ask the guys, was Phillip Rivers the best option for the Colts to make a playoff push this season?
I'm gonna say no. Dude, I don't even think it was desperation. It almost seemed like a troll to me. Like, this guy hasn't played football in 5 years, bro.
That's COVID.
He's not since COVID. Like, it's bad, man. I think it's honestly crazy for him to come out here and to even suit up. Like, how is this even safe? I'm hearing this. He's a grandfather. Like, it's none of the stuff is really making sense. But this is the same team that called Jeff Saturday to come coach their football team in the last few weeks of the season. Granted, Irsay isn't here anymore, but I guess the apple don't fall too far. Yeah, I guess the apple don't fall too far from the tree, because somebody crazy up in Indianapolis. So, I don't think it was the best option, though. I think you got a guy like a Taylor Heineke out there still willing to prove himself. And you got a flurry of other guys that I'm not going to mention because I know y'all could want to share too. But my guy would have been a Taylor Heineke. He's consistent. He's shown that he could get thrown into the fire just like this. And I think he could have saved a lot. Really, really could have saved a lot for the coach this season.
Okay. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, I think it was desperate, man. I think the Colts, they started off the season so hot, and I think they're just scrambling to try to pick up, try to see if they can salvage their season. But I think with Sauce going down, with Daniel Jones going down, he was playing at a high level this year. This is hard, man. You can't pick up a guy who hasn't played in 5 years, and is 44 years old. Like, I would have been more like, I'd have been better if you try to get Tom Brady or something out. Cam Newton. Like, it's like, you got Phillip Rivers, and he's coming to camp looking like y'all said, a high school varsity coach. Like, that man might die out there. I don't think that's going to work. I think their season is going to derail from this point, which I'm praying for, so Shane Steichen can come back to Philly. But, yeah, no, it's desperate. I don't like it. I think it was, like you said, Taylor Heineke was out there. Hendon Hooker, who was a promising quarterback coming out of Tennessee, I'd have gave him a shot. Like, it's Sam Ellinger, Trevor Siemian. Like, it's a bunch of guys who are younger. Sam Howell's he's on the Eagles. You can't trade at this point.
Fine.
So you gotta pick up which out there. But it's definitely younger guys that you could have went and got. So yeah, I'm not sold on that. I think they're better just playing Riley Leonard than they are putting Phillip Rivers back there.
I like that kid.
Yeah, I think the Colts is cooked. Yeah, he's on.
Riley Leonard got hurt too.
Oh, yeah, he missed practice. Yeah,
makes sense now. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I'm with you. I don't think old man is gonna last too long. What you got, Conte?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a bad look, honestly. I think they had way better options. Like, you guys named a few. Like, even if you wanted to go the vet route, Ryan Tannehill was out there, You know, and he kind of fits the Daniel Jones like type of quarterback. I think they had better options. I don't know how you get a guy who hasn't played in 5 years and actually are considered starting him. He wasn't even athletic when he played. And the league is way more athletic right now. Like, I don't even understand how. I don't know. And he looks bad. Like, he looked bad up there on that press conference as far as like in shape wise. Like, and then, you know, they joking around. It's funny. It's cool, but he really might get hurt out there. Like, for real. Yeah. So I don't know who they're playing this week, but everybody is
the
fast and
Seahawks.
strong, so oh my gosh, yeah.
He's in
if he
trouble.
starts, it's gonna be bad. But at the same time, I don't know how many. Well, you know what? Phillip is a dog too, though. Phillip is a dog. He go. We all can't say the same.
Was
thing.
a dog.
We can't say the same thing.
Was.
Nah, Phillip, he got that dog in him. He gonna make a couple plays. He gonna make a couple plays, but he gonna get hurt though. He gonna get hurt. But I don't know how long. What's his name is hurt though? Richardson. I don't know how long. So this might be.
We got an orbital fracture. He's not coming back.
Oh, he don't.
Nah, they saying he could get hit. I think the reason they signed him because they know Anthony Richardson coming back.
He coming back, right? Yeah. I mean, this might be just a weak thing. Like, all right, we gonna lose to the Seahawks, and Buddy coming back, so we straight. So if it's something like that, cool.
Go ahead. My fault.
Yeah, if it's something like that,
probably better than Richardson.
I'm about to say, there's a reason Richardson is like fucking.
Richardson
need to take serious, brother.
He need to be calling from University of Florida to get a job with them or something because he stinks. I don't care what nobody says. He sucks.
Nah, as far as if their season's gonna be over, I think I haven't given up on Richardson yet. I think just hand the ball off to Jonathan Taylor, find your guys. I think he can kind of lead them into the playoffs, but they're not going as deep as they would go if they had Daniel Jones. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah. No, I feel that, man. We're going to see how the old man trick plays out. All right, we'll get into our last hot topic. Yo, I want to hear about y'all's thoughts on Shedeur Sanders' second start, man. How y'all feeling about y'all, man? Go ahead, Ryan.
Legendary.
I'm proud of him.
Cheesing over there.
I'm extremely proud of him. I think he took some advice from Big Cuz and got his ass on that field every single day. Got in that playbook because he sees the field a lot better. He's building some continuity with his receivers. He's shutting the guy up in Jerry Jeudy and getting him the ball. But he gotta get out of Cleveland, bro. Like Cleveland, he gotta get out of Cleveland, bro. I don't like how things are shaping up for him. I think with this college football playoff coming up, Browns got 2 first round picks this year. I think they're gonna fall in love with a quarterback and then bring that guy in, and Shedeur, no matter what he does in these last few games, they're gonna overlook that and not trust that they could give him a chance to be a true starter. I don't like it. You go in, you had this type of game, you score the touchdown to get your team in position to win, and you get taken off the field to run Wildcat. You don't see stuff like that for a team.
You tell me tanking isn't real. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And you telling me tanking isn't real? That's a team that had a chance. Too tied up. They know what they doing.
But this my thing though. At first I said tanking ain't real. I don't believe tanking is real. But this is also a thing on Shedeur needs to get out of Cleveland. Because what you tanking for?
What you mean?
Well, the organization got picks.
Yeah, they got picks.
They got a lot of draft picks this year.
Yeah.
They got Travis Hunter. That Travis Hunter trade. They got a lot of picks.
You telling me they taking the trade down or they tanking for a quarterback?
They tanking to get the highest pick available for the possibility of trading down.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Shedeur plays how he's playing right now for the next couple weeks, I think the Browns are going to give him a shot next year. I think they're going to fire their whole staff. I think they're going to fire their staff, and I think they're going to bring in a coach that can operate with him. I think
that way he don't got to go anywhere. So I'm kind of with Mahal too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think first of all, I'm impressed with that game. I think Shedeur showed, that he has the ability to see a football field, the ability to make all the throws. I know there were some knocks on his arm talent. I think that is shown. Like, he has the arm talent to play in the NFL, and I just think he's a leader, man. That team gravitating around him, like he got those guys playing hard, and it's a good young team. I actually love Cleveland for him. I think it's not a bright city, it's not a big city, it's not a lot of distractions. I think that is somewhere where he could flourish. And another reason why I think they're gonna play him, owners like on these teams. No, the Browns aren't thinking Super Bowl right now. They thinking like owner operation wise about that money. And Shedeur is going to generate a lot of money for Cleveland, which I think he's gonna at least get 1 year for that reason. And his play, of course. He just looks good. He's a point guard. He's out there processing. Like, I like what I saw from him. Get him an X this offseason. Keep Judy. I like Judy as a number 2. I like Fannin a lot. Fannin looks good. So they got a good young nucleus, and if he pans out, this draft might be the draft that can finally say they can change Cleveland. But I'm not gonna say that yet. But I do think he deserves a year if he continues to play how he is.
I want y'all to show me what y'all see to make yourself believe that Cleveland wants him as QB1.
It's not about
everyone that's coaching right now.
This staff or
the staff is getting fired.
They gone, bro. I think this whole staff is gone.
Man,
ownership is money.
It's the money. It's the money,
bro.
When is the last time Cleveland probably has sold out season tickets? If Shedeur is the starting quarterback next year, Cleveland will be 100% sold out of their season tickets. 100%.
I hope so, man. I hope so.
And you got to think another thing also is, my fault, Avery, my last thing I'm saying.
Go ahead.
You talking about these there's not no quarterback coming out this year where you like, oh, he's a guy. The Mendoza kid, like, if Shedeur and Mendoza coming out, it's a toss-up. You're not sitting here saying Mendoza's clearly the better quarterback.
We talk about the NFL draft. They will vote somebody up to be a top 3 pick.
But it's nobody generational. The guys that were supposed to be generational was the not DJ Lagway, the Lenore Sellers, the Archie Manning. Like, those guys didn't rise how they were supposed to rise this year. Well, I think this is the
I hope y'all right, bro. I hope y'all right, and I hope what's Shawty's name?
If it was a Caleb Williams coming out, a Jaden Daniels coming out, if it was that type of draft, they definitely probably
Dylan Gabriel. I just don't want to see Dylan Gabriel back there no more. And I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Shedeur don't give him a reason to see Dylan Gabriel anymore, I don't think you see him no more. It's no point. Because, like you said, the money, and then if he's performing, what's the reason to keep him off the field? You know, and I know I get to their antics. You could say, like, you know, they've been doing whatever they're doing. So
what was the reason to draft him? What was the reason him slipping to the 5th round? What was the reason to taking Dylan Gabriel? What was the reason to taking Dylan Gabriel over him? So it's like, I hear you for sure. I hear you.
Yeah, but
I don't know though. I can't, nothing has given me confidence outside of money and everything. Yeah, I get that. Nothing has given me confidence to say, yeah, the Browns are going to invest in Shedeur Sanders, even if he continues to stack these type of games.
Thing is, though, bro, we had a similar situation like that. We fired our coach the first year, Jalen Hurts rookie year. We fired our coach. When we were interviewing people, we were like, hey, can you play with Jalen Hurts? We don't want to draft a quarterback. That's why I think the Browns are going to interview people. They're interviewing coaches that are willing to take Shedeur on and roll with him. I think it's clear as day Shedeur is better than Dylan Gabriel. I don't think that is even
How
a
long
question.
Jimmy Haslam been running the Browns?
I can't tell you.
It's the same man that traded for Deshaun Watson. It's the same man who
I forgot about
Baker
Deshaun Watson too.
The guy who brought them not even back to nothing, brought them to life. Your first overall pick, rookie of the year. I don't know, he wasn't rookie of the year, but your first overall pick did all these things, took you to the playoffs, a play away from beating the Chiefs in Arrowhead to go to the AFC Championship. He got traded for a guy coming off the massage bench.
But why was that also, though? Deshaun Watson coming back was literally a prized possession that all season. Everybody wanted
when that trade happened, we thought it was going to look like
Philly wanted D-Watt. Everybody wanted D-Watt.
I hear you, but my thing is, everybody's going to want somebody in this draft. It might not be right now. It's nowhere near the summertime. You guys know how the NFL draft goes. They're sitting up there. The Browns are loaded with a lot of young talent, a ton of young talent. in their mind, the quarterback away, quarterback away, quarterback away. They're going to fall in love with a prospect, bro. And I just don't want to see it happen, but I don't see how it doesn't happen.
He had 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception was bad, but like I said, man, that's just a rookie trying to make a play. That's all that is. They do that. Even with like the opportunities that he gets, right? Like when he scored, I forgot which touchdown it was, but the play before they did the little wildcat thing to Judkins, he didn't get in there, and then the next play is when he threw that touchdown to Njoku. Like that's what you should be doing. Give him the opportunity. That was a dot. That's a play, and I love how he made the play and he went to go look for was it Simmons or
Jeffrey
whatever?
Simmons.
Yeah, he went to go look for him. You know what I'm saying? Just let him know like he's here. Like that's an NFL starting quarterback play right there. Like from the snap to the little celly, just the taunting. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He got that in him, and that's why everyone gravitates towards him. He kept them in the game.
They talk about him.
That
shit matters. That shit matters.
And then that touchdown that they had at the end that he had to keep him in the game, to give him an opportunity to win the game. That's just where, like, the coaching staff, man, that play, like, I don't know why you're running that. I don't know why we know why they're running that, but keep the kid in the game, man. Let him make his moments. Let him develop. Put him in those situations so next year, whoever the coach is, or even if it was them, right, he's been in that situation before. Game on the line, 2-point conversion, let him make the play, but the Browns are the Browns, man. But I think Shedeur, he's good, man. He's going to be their starting quarterback. I think at this point you can't go back to Gabriel
unless these last 4 are like horrific, nasty, where he just looks like he's lost, and maybe that'll be a conversation. Yeah. But if he even plays average to where he was, average and above, like I think he'll get a fair shot next year.
And we'll say this: the Titans are a bad team
for sure.
But you're supposed to do that to bad teams, and he did it.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's real. Yeah, the only chance I feel like he wouldn't play for them or start for them next year is because of Deshaun Watson. It's just like a situation where we're paying this guy all this money, and we're about to start Shedeur. Like, I don't know about that. That's the only way. I think the Dylan Gabriel experiment is over now. I'm not really worried about that.
He's going to get traded. He'll get traded.
Yeah, exactly. So, because they have so many quarterbacks, like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as, as far as his performance, based off of what I said last week, I always believed in his arm talent, all that. Just it wasn't really too high on his pocket presence. But this game against the Titans, he looked really good in the pocket. He was moving around good. He was tipping the ball, all that. And he did have that one bonehead play and that one play is what I saw a lot from him in college. He's trying to extend plays and thinking he's better back there than what he is. That's what I meant by that. Because I saw a lot of that in college, and I knew it wouldn't fly in the pros. And it didn't. He threw an interception. But like y'all said, he's a rookie. It's going to happen. It's his second game. But he cleaned a lot of that up. I didn't see that consistently throughout the game at all. So I think if he can keep playing like that, I don't see a reason why he can't play in this league at all. And yeah, I think he's going to be like a Jameis Winston type of guy in the league, for real. Just going to add spark to any team. Doesn't matter if he's starting or not. Like, he's just going to be that guy that's still going to bring organization money off of his name. So that's how I see him in his career panning out, for real. It doesn't matter if he's starting or not. I think he'll still be valuable. Last segment, matchups across the league. I got 4 games for the guys. We're each just going to talk about one game each, and we'll close out the episode. So, Conte, we got the Ravens at the Bengals. How you think about that matchup?
I think this is a pretty big matchup for, I'll say, both teams. I think Joe Burrow being back, he brings life to that Bengals offense. We saw that last week in the snow, right? He went crazy.
Yeah.
He had 2 turnovers, which was bad, but that team is still dangerous with him, even semi-healthy. If he's out there, that team is a threat. And the Ravens are in a position where they can't lose. They cannot afford to lose. I'm looking at the playoff picture right now. They need a win. If they win this game, right now they are at a 33% chance to make the playoffs. If they win this game, it boosts them up to 46. And if the Steelers lose, they're one. If the Steelers lose, they're tied. Their records are tied, and they can win that division still. So the Ravens need this win. It's a huge game. Lamar, he hasn't looked good lately. He hasn't looked good at all. Even with him not looking good, they still were in that game last week. I think that was a touchdown. I don't know what the refs are looking at, but it's a huge game for the Ravens. They need this win if they want to make the playoffs. Obviously, they do. I think the Ravens are going to win just because they need it more. But it's a tough ask because Joe Burrow he usually torches his team, and
same with Jamar Chase.
And, yeah, Jamar is due, so it's going to be a tough one, but. Ravens lock in. That's all I'm gonna say. Ravens lock in.
Lock the fuck in. No, I'm with you on that one. And so we'll get into the next matchup. We got Mahad has the Lions at the Rams for a Sunday night matchup. How you feeling about that one?
It's gonna be a good one. I like this matchup. The Lions just came off a big win against Dallas. They're fighting for their playoff life. They're a game out of a spot right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit pulls this one out. Like I said, I think the Rams' weakness is their DBs, and I can just see Detroit exploiting that with that offense that they have, and those two solid receivers. So, yeah, I'm gonna take Detroit in a close one. I think Detroit, cause I think this is gonna be a potential. It could be a potential NFC divisional round matchup if the Rams secure that first seed. I can see. Yeah, I think this will be a playoff rematch. Like I told you, I think the Lions will come in and steal that spot against the Bears. So I'm gonna take Lions winning this game in a close one, beating the Rams.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, that's going to be a showstopper for the Sunday night game. That's a great matchup for the night game for sure. So, Ryan also has a good matchup. He has the Packers at the hot Broncos, 11-2 Broncos. So, how you see that playing out, Ryan?
Hey, this might be one of my favorite games of the weekend just because of the aesthetic alone. Broncos, Packers. If not mistaken, that's a former Super Bowl matchup. I think it's going to be a pretty good game to see. I think both teams are built pretty much the same, with a quarterback who may have some question marks, but at the same time, they get the job done consistently. Two dominant defenses. They can rush the passer. They can stop the run. I think it's going to be one of those real playoff games that you're able to really look at and say, okay, these two teams are really destined to do something great. In a game like this, I'm going to have to go with the Green Bay Packers winning this game due to the simple fact because their quarterback is older. I know that really don't matter or anything, but the way I've been seeing Bo Nix kind of be in some games, I think Michael Parsons could get after him a lot this game. A guy like a Michael Parsons, a guy like a Rashawn Gary can have a pretty good game against this Broncos offense. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a game I'm going to really keep my eye on. Really looking forward to seeing it for sure.
Okay. I feel that. That's definitely going to be a good matchup. So, I'll end it off. Yeah.
Last matchup, Patriots versus Bills. Who you got?
And you already know, Drake, that's both of my boys, man. Y'all know Josh Allen, my favorite quarterback, and Drake May's my favorite young quarterback right now. So, yeah, it's going to be a great matchup, man. But I think I see, man, that's a tough one, man. It's in New England as well. Josh and them, they didn't really play that well last game, but they still got the win at the end of the day. It was a rocky game, but they pulled it out. The Patriots, they've been looking all right. They're down some players, so that's why I'm kind of leaning towards the Bills. And I just feel like Josh isn't going to go like that. Like, he's just in that mode right now in the season. Like, I'm trying to end this season off strong and go into the playoffs with a good attitude. So I'm going to give it to Josh Allen and them. They did lose the first matchup, but I see them splitting this one. It's going to be tough to win in New England, but I think Josh going to get it done. But May will still have a good game, though. I will say that. So that's how I see it playing out. High-scoring game, too. Hopefully it's good weather, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's all we got for y'all. That's for week 15. We're gonna see y'all next week. Talk about week 16 and all that. Hopefully we don't end up like last week where all our teams lose. Somebody gets a W, somebody. And we'll go from there. But y'all make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video. Appreciate y'all rocking with us, and we'll see y'all next week.